everybody, and hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. As always, if you're popping on here live, please do hop into the comments below. Say hi and where you are coming in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you are watching this on the replay, but also please do type in the chat box, city, state, country, province, continent. Where are you watching this training from? But also, please be reminded to like, love, support, insightful, whatever reaction you would like to give me to let me know that this is resonating with you, it's helping you. And please don't forget to head over to my LinkedIn profile, hit the follow button, ring my LinkedIn notification bell so you're notified of these trainings. Hey, Nydia, good to see you jumping on. Hey, Karen. So we got San Antonio. We got rainy Southern Cal. Hey, Jennifer from Buffalo, New York. Awesome. Good to see people coming in. Sebastian, good to see you coming from across the pond in London, UK. Cindy Walker from Arkansas. Awesome. Love seeing so many different areas represented on today's training. And also just one final announcement. Next Monday through next Friday, my wife and I are hosting our first workshop of the year. It's called the Personal Branding Blueprint. So anyone that's looking to learn how to build their personal and business brand on social media, including LinkedIn, just drop an I do in the comments below, and I will get you that registration link. It's 8 to 9 p.m. EST, live and recorded Monday through Thursday. Friday is from 5 to 6. We call it our happy hour session, EST live and recorded. And the replays are available until February 5th. So again, if you would like to register, just drop an I do in the comments below, and I will send you that registration link. And we got Antea, good to see you jumping on. Sebastian says, I do. We will obviously get you that shortly. So, and also Erica says, I do. Awesome. Anyone that, again, wants to sign up, just drop an I do, and I will send you that registration link. So the big thing that I wanted to talk about today is what content should be posted, but more importantly, what content should not be posted on LinkedIn. Now, I did a poll over the weekend, and I asked my audience and my network, do you feel that too many people are using LinkedIn like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? They're treating it too personal and not enough professional and business. And there was about 160 votes so far in the last 2 days. And 71% of the people that voted felt like, yes, people are using it too much like Facebook and Instagram, too, I would say, personal, and no business lesson learned from it. So what I'll say is that I am never going to discourage or tell people what they can and can't do. But what I will do is I will make a clear and apparent recommendation of the types of content that you should be putting out on LinkedIn. And even if it is more personal, how something professional and business-minded can be brought from it. So let me give you an example. Now, if you're just jumping on, again, please say hi and where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you are coming in from around the world. So again, just to let you know, we got Albania. We have Arkansas represented. We got the UK, London, Buffalo, Southern Cal, San Antonio. So where are you representing? And Sebastian says, agree, too unprofessional in a B2B environment. Yes. And again, this is what I'm going to get into. So if you feel, again, what Sebastian said, if you feel that too many people are treating it unprofessionally, just drop a Y or a yes or an N or a no, just so I can take a temperature of the people that are on here live and on the replay, because I just want to make sure, and I want to help give you clarity on how something can be too personal and too unprofessional on this platform. So Y or yes, N or no, if you feel that people are being too unprofessional, as Sebastian said, this B2B environment. Now, there are specific posts that you should never, ever put out on LinkedIn. Now, this is not me saying it. This is coming from my own research. HubSpot, Ad Espresso, which are two wonderful social media blogs, but also articles I've actually read on LinkedIn. So the first type of content that you should never, ever put out there is anything polarizing. Now, what defines polarizing? So what I feel when something is polarizing is it stirs the pot in the wrong way. Meaning it is I don't even want to say a gray area topic. It's a topic that is a hot button for many people. Now, when a polarizing piece of content is put out there, number one, it's going to stir the pot in the wrong way, meaning it's going to draw negativity. And for all of us that are on LinkedIn, that are looking to build our business, that we're looking to build our brands, we don't have time for negativity. And again, our reputation as business professionals is on the line here. So again, Sebastian said Donald Trump. That could be a polarizing piece of content for someone, because again, what I want to make clear to people, think about certain things that trigger you, where someone posts it and it really makes you feel a certain way, angry, negative, where it rubs you the wrong way, not in a professional sense, in a personal sense. Because again, LinkedIn actually has in some of their user agreement, stay away from and posting anything polarizing, because if it stirs too much negativity, they could look at what you're doing and they could see you as a pot stirrer, which again, you don't want that kind of negative attention, nor do you want to participate in anyone's polarizing content. So if you see someone posting something polarizing, it's a national or a global topic that is a hot button, you don't want to involve yourself in that type of information. You never want to play in that type of sandbox. For me, that is a clear-cut message from that individual that's posting that content that, I don't want to network with this type of individual. I bless and release, and I kind of move in a different direction, even remove the person as a connection. Because, to Sebastian's point earlier, I'm on LinkedIn for a number of reasons. To educate my audience, that's going to help them build their business, to inform them of latest trends in regards to social media and LinkedIn, that's going to help grow their business, to network, to connect, to collaborate, to help people better themselves and their businesses. That is the core principle of why I'm on LinkedIn. And you see other people on here to try to date people and spam people's inboxes or put out polarizing content that, again, stirs the pot, and you don't want to do that. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. If you've come on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching this on the replay. Let me know what city, state, country, province in the world you are watching this or listening to this from. But also, please don't forget to follow me. Hit that follow button on my LinkedIn profile and ring my LinkedIn notification bell. And if you would like to learn how to build your personal brand on LinkedIn and on social media, all next week with myself and my wife, just drop an I do, and we will send you that registration link. So Karen says yes. Sebastian says yes. Awesome. I'm very happy that people are recognizing this. So again, you want to make sure, and IC says yes, makes sense. Okay, Peggy, you're not on the replay. You're live. Good to see you jumping on. So here's the thing. Stay away from polarizing content. Again, that's number one. If you know, don't post it, don't engage with it, move away from it. So that's number one. Number two, any scandalous images. And Taya, I will definitely send you that link as well. So the second type of content that you want to stay away from is scandalous images. So if any of you have seen any scandalous images or posts, what I mean by is too much skin, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. If you have ever seen a too much skin type post on LinkedIn, type a Y or a yes in the chat box. Can you send a recording, please? And the other, I have a call coming in. Thank you, Sebastian. Yeah, this is recorded, so you can go back and watch this after it's all done. So if you've ever seen a too much skin type post on LinkedIn, and Karen says delete. Yeah. 100%. So what I'm seeing now more than ever is individuals on LinkedIn, and I don't want to necessarily say business professionals. I would say these are people that are trying to find their way. These are individuals that maybe have stopped getting the reach and the engagement that they once were on Facebook and Instagram. And they're saying, you know what? Why don't I head over to LinkedIn and try to do the same thing? So time to time, you may be scrolling through your LinkedIn feed and you will see a post that is of a scandalous type picture where the individual is showing way too much skin, where it's really inappropriate, going back to what Sebastian said, on this B2B, B2C type platform, where it kind of just makes you scratch your head and saying, well, how is a picture like this professional? Now, the other thing that I would say is the person who or individual that posts this type of content may have a meaningful message in that post, meaning that the content and the context of that post may be really good, meaning there's a great learning lesson, there's a great message. And Peggy says it's offensive. IC says I block if there are any bad words or nudity. Yeah, I do too. The fact of the matter is that you have to understand that in the society that we're living in today, in this world, a lot of people predicate their success, their value. It's predicated on how accepted they are by people on social media. Meaning, if I post an image that is going to show a ton of skin, I know that it's going to draw a self-approving response from my network, meaning likes, comments, shares, views. Now, what I will say is it drawing in the right type of attention? Or is it drawing in people that really don't have the best intentions for you as a human being or you as a business owner? Are there other reasons why those individuals are commenting and reaching out to you? And for the most part, it's for the wrong reasons. The second thing that you have to understand is when you put yourself out there in that type of light, again, we go back to something from, number one, which was no polarizing content. You get one shot at a great first impression. So if you're a business professional, you have to understand that every single Fortune 500 company in the world has a presence on LinkedIn. Now, you may not be a business owner. You may be a consultant. You may be a contractor. You may be an employee of a current company. You have to understand that you are the representation of the company that you work for, of the company that you're contracted to, of the company that you're consulting with, and of yourself. So you have to think it's not about worrying what other people think about you, but your brand is your business. How you are showing up on social media, the images that you portray and you put out there, they have a lasting effect. And you have to think about the third party perspective, the passenger side perspective. If I'm going to put myself out there, what is the way the person on the other side of the screen, my potential client, customer, consumer, power partner, maybe a future job opportunity, how are they going to receive this image? So if this is making sense and it is clear, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Now, I see this way too much on all social platforms, and I shake my head. And I don't know if it's because of I'm a parent. I have a 10-year-old son. I also have I have 3 nieces. I have 2 nephews. So because I'm an uncle, I'm a parent. It makes me feel a different way when I see individuals putting themselves out there in that scandalous way. So Peggy says yes. Karen says yes. Good. I just want to make sure that this is making sense, because you have to understand is when you're putting yourself out there, you can control how your personal brand is represented. You can. And your personal brand is represented by how you show up, not just on LinkedIn, but on social media. What do you want out there for people to be able to consume, where they're saying, you know what, this person is professional, this person is first class, this person is a industry leader and industry expert. Think about all of the big names of the people that you are influenced by. How do they show up on social media? What are they doing and what are they not doing? So again, for those that have jumped on late, the 3 types of content you do want to stay away from: posting and engaging with. Don't post and don't engage with anything that's polarizing. Don't post or don't engage in anything that is scandalous. And the other thing is, don't post anything that doesn't have a lesson or a lead back to business or professional advice. So what do I mean by that? If you're just going to post something and it's, again, going back to number 2, which is no scandalous images, or if you're just posting a picture of, maybe it's your anniversary, or there's a birth or a death, like all those things. Now, I get it. Social media is a place for us to build community, right? To network and to share parts of ourselves in our personal life with our audience that we choose, right? Now, there's a lot of things that I share on social media. There's a lot of things that I post on Facebook and Instagram that I necessarily would not post on LinkedIn. It's just the truth. I don't really post my family stuff, my friend stuff, my vacation stuff, my personal life. I typically don't share that on LinkedIn. Not because I don't want to share it with my network on LinkedIn, because it has nothing to do with why I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn to educate and inform and network and connect. And I share a ton of content as it is. Now, the network that I'm building on Facebook and Instagram is completely different from the network that I'm building on LinkedIn. Now, what I'll say is this. I'll give you a perfect example of how I correlated something personal in my life and turned it into a lesson for business and professional advice. So Nancy and I, we usually take a 3-week vacation down the beach. So Nancy and I are about 35, 40 miles from the New Jersey beaches. And we typically take a 3-week vacation. And I was coming out of the gym one morning and I was sitting in my car. It was a Monday. And I was like, you know what? The spirit moved me. Well, I felt motivated that I need to share something. And what I did was I didn't do a live. I basically sat in my car before I went back to our Airbnb. I propped up my phone and I jumped on there and I basically shared a 3 or 4 minute video about lessons that I learned from being in the fitness industry as a trainer, nutritionist, gym owner, but also someone who still works out 5 to 7 days a week, and how those lessons correlated with growing a business. So hear me out. And what I said in this video was, I'm just coming back from the gym and I realized that there were 3 big things that, it takes to build a healthy body that also allows you to build a healthy business. And I explained each point, but basically it was being consistent, having a routine, and being structured. So if you think about it, when you're looking to build the best body possible, you have to be very disciplined in your nutrition and your physical activity. You also have to have consistency, right? You have to be able to make time to go to the gym as many days as you want to go any given week. But also, routine is also very important. So you have to have a structure to the routine of making sure that compounded effect takes place. So I basically said, if you think about having a routine, being consistent, and being disciplined, those are 3 things that you also need to succeed in growing a healthy business. You need to be consistent, you need to be disciplined, and you have to have a routine. That is a prime example of how I took a personal life lesson, something personal, and I correlated that into a piece of business advice. So if that makes sense and that is clear, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. And again, if you've come on late, please let me know where you're watching this from. Country, city, state, province, continent. Would love to know. If you're watching on the replay, #replay. Don't forget to like, love, support, whatever reaction you would like to give this video. But also, please follow me on my LinkedIn profile and ring my LinkedIn notification bell. And again, if anyone on here would like to learn from myself and my wife all next week, it's live and recorded. We have a workshop called the Personal Branding Blueprint. If you would like to learn how to build your personal brand on LinkedIn, but also on all social media, just drop an I do in the comments below. Peggy says yes. Julie says yes. Mesa, Arizona, good to see you coming in, my friend. Antella says yes. Frank Taylor says yes. Central Kansas, awesome. Good to see everybody jumping in. So you can do something personal like that. Again, I shared something personal from my life that I correlated to professional and business advice. And Frank, I will absolutely send that to you after we are all done. So again, remember, the things that you want to stay away from, either posting or engaging, polarizing content, scandalous images, and anything that does not have a lesson or lead back to business or professional advice. Exactly the example I gave you. I correlated 3 lessons that I learned in building a healthy body and how that correlates to building a healthy business. So I would love to hear from all of you. Drop in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway from today's training? Again, don't forget, please like, love, support, whatever reaction you would like to give. And please head over to my LinkedIn profile, hit my follow button, stay connected with me, ring my LinkedIn notification bell. And again, as Frank has done and many others on here today, if you would like to register for our 5-day personal branding blueprint workshop next week, it's Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday. It is from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live and recorded on private Zoom. There's a workbook, There's prizes. Friday is 5 to 6, live and recorded, Eastern Standard Time, p.m. But it's also going to be available to watch back until the following Sunday, February 5th. So you have 10 days to watch the replays of what we're going to do. So glad to see people coming on. Karen says, keep it professional, 100%. So I'm really glad that everybody jumped on today's stories tying back to business. Yes, Frank. So again, love and gratitude to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.